Love a bit of guitar. Evening all. Welcome to what is going to be a very busy show. Of course, it always is with the launch of a brand new one-day special where there are big savings to be had. And if you are after quality material with fantastic colours, great imagination, great designs and a fantastic name attached to it, then the Kaffe Fassett one-day special collection is absolutely right up your street. I know you've already had a brilliant last hour. That is going to continue on with a lovely, fantastic, spectacular-ish, brilliant-y, fam-dabby-dozy, rock-on Tommy, Natasha.
Ish?
I was just thinking about the next word is. Oh, I just went through about 7 brilliant build-ups and you pick up on one syllable.
No.
One syllable.
Do you know, it's been ages.
It has been ages. That's why you get an ish.
I know, well, thanks.
That's
yeah,
all right.
No, it's fine, that's fine,
There was loads of lovely things in there.
all of that.
Yeah. How the devil are you?
Very good, thank you.
You always look brilliant.
Really good, thank you.
It was brilliant.
Thank you.
You basically are the craft store tonight, aren't you?
Sorry, yes. But I should apologise.
No.
Yeah, no, you're stuck with me for another 3 hours.
No, it's not
evening.
not stuck with at all.
So yeah, no, we've got so much to do tonight because yeah, we've got Kaffe this hour. Now you guys know that I absolutely love Kaffe, and this is why it feels appropriate to bring the bag from the previous hour because Lisa's a big fan of Kaffe as well. We both are. And every time that she designs with her own fabric, she always thinks they look really great in Kaffe as well. So she's totally fine with all of this.
Because remind me, there is a connection between you and Kaffe, isn't there? There's a background, or you certainly are on good friendship terms.
I adore him and
are.
Brandon and Philip. So the Kaffe Fassett Collective, and
yes,
that's what we're looking at here.
Yes.
Is the Kaffe Fassett Collective is made up of 3 incredible talents. It's Kaffe Fassett himself, it's Brandon Mabley, so all the quirky designs of Brandon, he brings the humour to it, and then you've got Philip Jacobs who brings you the beautiful florals. And the mixture of the 3, Kaffe does the colour work for all of Philip Jacobs' designs. So this floral that you can see here on the bags, they are Philip Jacobs,
right.
But Kaffe does the colour works, and that is where it pops. Now, as an artist, to allow somebody else to colour your work is huge.
That's trust.
It's huge. But they've known each other since the early 70s.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know, it's because Philip trained as a fabric artist, and so then when Kaffe first started doing some stuff with fabric, it was actually Philip that showed him how to actually draw the designs for them printing.
I got you. So
Kaffe started off painting it on a piece of cardboard, and they rejected it. We can't do that. And he'd never done it before. How would he know? How would he know? And so no, Philip showed him, and then years later they met again at Philip's brother's house. And he was like, oh, this is what you've been doing, because he had his studio there. So Kaffe went and had a look at his studio work.
Oh, wow.
And went, wow, this is amazing. So all 3 of them are an incredible talent, and the mixture of the 3 together is just like no other. It's just incredible. And the colours pop.
Well, I tell you what, it is one of those, when you walk into the studios, did earlier on, while Natasha was on in the other set, and you see the colour here, it is absolutely amazing. This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I wanted to stress, and you would understand why, but this is one of those offers that there is no more once this is gone that's going to come back on an extended stock. This is it, because what you've got, in fact, 10%, already allocated. And I reckon that is going to happen because you're going to have people, just as Natasha talked about there, that follow the name and will know about that. And I suppose when you start adding those kind of designer names into your work, into your design, into your products, into your sort of whatever it is that you're creating at all for home or for anything else, you know that if you've got a designer name like Kaffe behind you, no wonder it's going to look amazing. Exciting, which is brilliant. So your one-day special that you can see is basically a chance. And I always say that with this mystery rainbow, the 40 fat quarter bundle, it is a lucky dip. And I will say is, if you manage to get it, you've been lucky. That's the way I'm looking at this, because everyone's a winner, absolutely. When you look at these collectively, in fact, you just want to say, which one am I going to zoom in on more? But when you get these and you start to go through them, I mean, there's not going to be one of these that you go, no, because it's got the whole Kaffe Fassett behind it and everything. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put my hand down. You know, like those grabby cranes at a fun fair that you never win on?
Oh,
so I'm going to do this. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go across. You can tell me we're going to go left or right or whatever. OK, so going to go. Tell me when to stop.
Down. OK, so right. Hang on. Down. There.
There.
Yeah.
Ooh, OK, looks like we've got a floral to start with. I like that. I felt like we were doing countdown then. Three for the bottom and one for the top.
So this is a Philip Jacobs, and this is Brassica.
Look at that. It's beautiful. Are you on every single name, whatever I pull out, you're going to say?
Do you know, not all of them, but it did make me laugh, because I did interview Kaffe last week, and he's like, I'm glad you were there, because you actually remember the names of them.
But I remember this from last time.
Kaffe, they're yours. He's like, yeah, I can't remember.
We had a Kaffe show, I think the last time we were on together. I'm going back a little while.
Yeah.
And again, I was just stopping at random, and you were there, able to name. And that is brilliant. That's why it's great that you are here for this.
I'm such a Kaffe geek.
No, you are educated and know it, and it's brilliant. You know what you know. Look at, but this is. I would sit next to you in a maths lesson. Yeah, I would, and copy your homework. But this is absolutely beautiful. Just look at the detail. This is what you can expect. This is the kind of high quality that we're talking about with these, isn't it? Because it's that detail.
Yeah, so these are part of the classic range as well. So the beauty of Kaffe is that so many of his prints get brought back in different colourways with each collection, which means he's got a back catalogue which is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Because the danger is when you've got a fabric like that, you're not going to use it because you're going to be too scared that you're never going to be able to get it again. But don't be, because often these, these will come back, these will come through. So just get them, enjoy them, love them, mix them through. You'll be amazed at the happy coincidences that happen with them. I mean, this one here, this bag here, was just a random assortment.
That's brilliant.
I went through and I just chose the ones that had the most blue in.
Yeah, but that's it, isn't it?
Pick a colourway and work your way through it.
That's with regards a lucky dip. Let me just go through some figures for you here. What should that say that again, Miss Producer? Right, OK, per fat quarter, you should be paying £4.99 for the Kaffe Fassett. OK, now, we've got a £43 saving. That's what you're looking at as well. £2.92 rather than your £4.99 per fat quarter, which is what you're looking at. And for that, when we talk about design and name with regards to these, that is why this is going to be, when it's gone, it is gone. So grab it. And over 10% has gone. I think that's what lovely, that bag demonstrates it, that when you're going through this, the amount of projects that you'll be able to work on, I think that's the fantastic thing here, that you can pick out and say, OK, what I'm going to do is, looking at these, I need 4 or 5 fat quarters for those. Let's go with a tone of blue and pick out from that. Or the oranges, let's pick out from that. So you'll still be able to sort of tailor it, and it would always look amazing, which is great. Do you want to see another one up close? OK, so can I just choose one straight away that's got my attention? And I love this. I feel this is going to be quite psychedelic and really lovely and bright. I don't know the name is, but I think my phone a friend on the right may well do. I don't know, but look at that for, I mean, intense colours. I don't know. I think I've got her. Yeah,
it's on the tip of my tongue. I've got geodes in my head, and it's not geodes. I want to say it's not aconite. No, it's. I'll say it down the edge. It's on the tip of my tongue. That's so
agate?
annoyed.
Or agate?
Agate.
You were close then with the crystal.
Yeah, no, well, you see, once you get it in your head and you've got the wrong thing in your head, it's really hard to throw it. But it's the agate. And this comes in so many different colourways. And again, this is a Philip Jacob one, and he loves nature. Philip has actually discovered a new type of dinosaur. So he lives part of the year.
Sorry, go back.
Yeah, I'll just throw that one in, right? So this is how extraordinary it is. His brain works like no other I've seen. And he lives part of the year on the Dorset Jurassic Coast.
Wow.
And when he walks along, he's always looking for fossils, always looking for dinosaur remains. And when I went down to interview him, which is his place, because it's just, he's got all of these different aconites, and that's why I had aconite.
Wow.
I'm like, no, it's not it. And all of these different fossils and dinosaur bones just outside his door.
As you do.
As you do. And actually, he found an entire dinosaur skeleton. It's like he said, I just sort of switched my brain to just see those bits.
Wow.
It's phenomenal. And so they excavated it. She's called Brittany. And I think that's right. And she was so huge they had to float her up the coast to get her out. And he has gifted her to a museum in this country. He's amazing. He's an amazing man.
This is it. There should be a film. There'd be a film. OK. Another 10%'s gone. 20% of the one-day special has already gone. I'm 10 minutes into this as well, and we've only looked at 2 fat quarters of this so far. Do you know what I love about that? I just love the kind of the psychedelic, I mean, bright richness of that, and then with that beautiful sort of greens as well, that look almost like the inside of the inside of a tree. That is phenomenal. I love that. I have picked one. We've picked one at random. Molly, our floor manager, would you like to pick a square to go with? Where would you like? Third row down.
6 in.
From which side?
Left.
From here?
Yeah.
Going polka dot.
Yeah,
We're going polka dot. We're going lovely. I mean, these are brilliant. I love it. Simple, beautiful, gorgeous. We've got pinks and we've got yellows working together on here as well. So we have got something for absolutely everybody in here as well. It is brilliant. OK, we're approaching now a quarter of the stock. But as I remember, just to let you know again that it really is a mystery rainbow collection of all the one-day special that you are seeing here. But you know whatever you get is going to be absolute quality. Yeah, now just let you know, we are on extended for you as well. Dispatch is now from the 2nd of August, OK? This is... I know, don't.
What's going on?
That's what happens when we all been in just in our houses doing nothing else. 554 119, brand new on today. £43 saving on the Kaffe Fassett mystery. I love this rainbow. 40 fat quarter. What did I say?
Calf.
Cafe.
Cave. It's cave.
Cave. What did I say? Calf. Like going down the calf.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've said calf.
Do you know what? People struggle with his name. So I've heard him called all sorts. Well, I mean, not all sorts, but it's but he always says the way to remember it is you've got a safe asset with Kaffe Fassett.
Oh, that's good.
Kaif's not even his real name, but that's a whole other story as well. He chose it after he heard a story about an Egyptian boy and changed his name. So, you know...
There's so many. We need to have drinks together, don't we? There's so many conversations to be had. 554 119, £116.99, but £43 saving. And I must remind you, when it's gone, it is gone. So. OK, now something you've already been shopping your head for. We warned that this was going to happen, but it is already. I've got 4 options for you, OK? And they're all busy across the whole of these as well. These are your 20-piece fat quarter bundle we're looking at. We're going to start with the Emperor that we've got here for you. Beautiful, this. Absolutely cool. We've got Emperor, Equator, Ocean, and we've got the Parakeet. Comments there, Natasha, because I'm getting sounds from you. I'm getting ooh.
Go on them all.
Yeah, but you can't have them all.
I know, but they're so pretty.
They are pretty. They look lovely all wrapped up like that in a good bow, don't they? Talk to us about these, what we'll be looking at.
So this is just it. So say you wanted to make something like the patchwork bag I just showed you, then this is perfect. They're already put in colour order for you. You can't go wrong. So if you're patchwork quilting and you want a colour, a hue, shall we say, then go for one of these.
Yeah.
Cut it however you want. Cut it into strips, cut it into squares, cut it up however you want. But get it and use it and enjoy it because they will all be stunning. Or mix and match them. Get 2 colours, colourways that you absolutely love. You know, and you're going to have spots in there that you're going to have really, really beautiful ones, and you just...
Well, like that.
Yeah, you know, don't underestimate the spot. That's what I say, because it's really, really useful, and they're just, yeah. And then you've got Jumble up there, which is kind of Brandon's take on a spot, so it's all a bit wibbly-wobbly and a little bit funny. And then you've got Dream there, which is really beautiful, and then you've got Coleus, which is the top one there.
They are absolutely beautiful. That is the Emperor stock. By the way, just to let you know again, we are busy across all 4 of these as an option for you. OK, Equator that we've got for you. I mean, this is really bright. We've got some absolutely beautiful mixtures in here, haven't we? I'll just go from about halfway down to sort of give it a little look inside. I don't want to upset the bow. It looks beautiful. Look at those. You know you're excited when you look at a corner and think, I want to see all of it. I want to see all of it.
But no, absolutely. Again, you've got Dream there. What's the
gorgeous
next
pink
one?
spreads.
That is Shaggy, the next one.
She's good, isn't she? She's good. You can see why we got her. She's very good.
Yeah, that looks like Shaggy to me. And then, oh, I'd need to see a little
I am making
bit
it hard,
more
but
of that
only
one.
I'm teasing you with the
It's like,
corner.
can you see it with less than 2 inches? And then that is another of the Brassica. Then you've got Jumble.
Ah, there we are.
Yeah, that's the other half of the Jumble. And then that is Japanese Chrysanthemum.
Ooh.
And then, oh, I can't remember the name
Well,
of that one, but that one's got sort of dots on, and then the beautiful florals. That's, yeah, and oh, they're the fans. So that was inspired by a trip to Japan.
I can see that. You can see that in there, can't you?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And then, oh, I've forgotten the name of that one, but it's a lovely, lovely, yeah. And then that one is Lotus.
Lotus. That is
leaf.
the Equator bundle that you can see there as well. Then Ocean we've got for you. Now look at these. These are beautiful. Your blues and your greens in here. I mean, absolutely. So
you love the spots, don't you?
I do love the little dots on those as well. They're fun. They're beautiful. But don't forget on these, they are there on your flexi as well to go for these, and you are getting a huge amount if you're looking for those projects where you want those sort of colours to be complementary and working together, but so many wonderful different patterns, which is absolutely stunning. Then, I know I'm not allowed to have a favourite myself. But I think I might be this. I quite like the sort of, you know, the sort of tequila sunrise, pinks and oranges and yellows. And
hey, look, if you wanted to go proper sunrise, you'd mix that with the Equator.
Oh, yes,
and then you could
work,
then you could rainbow it through. In fact, you could go red, and then you could have that one, and then you could go for the one we've just looked at, and then you would have the whole rainbow. Just saying.
They are beautiful fabrics. They're absolutely stunning. So 20 pieces of your fat quarter that you'll be looking at are on this. Oh, I like that, actually. That's great, that. I love that. So in total, we're down to £76.50 for whichever one you want to go for. But it is on your flexi of just 2 payments of £38.25. 055349 for those. Now then, also behind me, we have got a huge array. Now, these are massive, 1.5 by 108 inches on these ones, and you can actually choose. So this is for your quilting backing to work with. So these will work on, is it a double duvet they'll work on?
Oh, so yeah, so when we say 108, that's inches.
Yes.
So that's 270 centimetres. That's 2.7 metres
right.
wide. And what have you, are you saying them by the 2 metre length? How have you got
Metre and a half.
Metre and a half. Oh, phenomenal. Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to be able to...
I was going to try and attempt to hold one out.
I mean, we could socially distance and have 70 centimetres to spare, to be fair.
Well, that sounds polite. I think it's fair, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my life.
I know. This is your lotus leaf.
Oh, my life.
Yeah.
And
so
again, now, this is doubled over, by the way, so...
Yeah.
Are we going to try it? Oh, yeah.
So that's it that way. There you go. If you grab it.
Yeah. I got you there. I bet you're fun to change a duvet with, to make a bed with.
I hate doing it. I just hate it. I get lost in them.
Yeah.
I end up like climbing inside them, trying to find the edges.
Yeah, it's always the corners.
I know. My ex had a 6'7" wingspan. He was huge.
What?
He was 6'6", and he had really long arms. So I always used to make him do like the, king size beds because he could. He could hold.
He's found his use.
It was it was the use.
OK, look, just trying to give you an idea of the size. It's actually probably too big even to sort of capture on there. You've only got sort of 2/3 of it there really in shot, but it is absolutely huge if you want to go for these as well. Brilliant deal. £18.26 saving on these as well. You've got 5 different options as well. The black, by the way, we've got is already limited.
The onion rings.
The what, sorry?
The onion rings.
The onion rings.
Yeah, that's what it's called. That's a Brandon one, onion rings in black. And the other thing to bear in mind with this, it's mercerised. It feels satiny. It's cotton, but it feels satiny, and that's just the way that the cotton is treated as it goes through. So there's very, very little lint comes off it. And also with a piece like that, if you are a dressmaker,
Yeah, okay.
I've made trousers out of these. They look great. My friend Karen's made dresses. It just...
That would feel beautiful.
Yeah, because it hangs so beautifully. Imagine a shirt out of that for you.
I am.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually thinking of a shirt out of the black and white with the onions as well.
You know, it might strobe somewhat,
okay, I
but,
don't need
you
this.
know,
Doesn't just
for
have
your
to...
own personal use.
Oh, see, I mentioned that, and he goes to a technical sellout. As soon as they can see me, the black has gone to... And the jade, there's limited. Okay.
What about the pink for a shirt for you? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, you're donning your pink today. Real men wear pink, let's be honest. You know,
I could do the pink.
Do it. Yeah,
I could do the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't show the creases as bad as this one does either. It's the first time I've actually got a shirt that's got more creases in it than my face.
Amazing. I mean, it's got to be a selling point.
Okay,
right?
blue. I tell you what, we're just going to hang here because it's flying out the window. Technical sellout on the blue as
on
well.
On the Milli Fiore.
Jade is a technical sellout. Also, the one that we had there in a hander, that is also gone. Pastel is now limited. Honestly, it's one of those shows that when you start bringing these on, it's a massive, massive, massive saving on there, don't forget, as well, of £18.26. But they are absolutely beautiful. £37.99. We've got pink and pastel that's left. 6171. OK, pastel's now technically sold out as well. We've got basically pink. So forget the image of me wearing it in a shirt. Don't let that put you off. 617102 if you want to go for the pink. It's all we have left. Right, Natasha, let's go straight back because people were watching you in your last hour. They've already started the work on the bag.
They're invested.
They're invested. They want to see what we're up to next.
Whatever the fabrics, you know, I can see this. And it might be that you're going to pick one of the fat quarters that you're getting, and that's going to be, you know, like this one. This is your Japanese chrysanthemum. And I saw that in one of the bundles.
Oh, is it in there, is it?
Yeah, it's in one of those. So you could use that for your centerpiece.
Right, oh, I see, yeah.
You know, so you'd have that, and it would be phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my favourites.
It is beautiful.
I've got a lampshade out of this and all sorts. I just love it.
I think what's lovely about these is there are elements of these where you are going to find a real feature moment, aren't you? And to really exploit that in whatever it is you're making.
Absolutely, fussy cut. And the beauty of it is that, you know, when you're getting so many of them, you're going to be able to have so much fun mixing and matching through.
Just so you know, all of those, by the way, that we've just been showing have all now got a technical sellout that we've just been showing. So that didn't take more than 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right. Well done. Well done if you got it. Congratulations.
That's phenomenal, isn't it? Now, the pattern pieces, you can see how they're well used, right? They're well used. This is your pocket piece. If you want, I'm just going to show you how you would, if you wanted to, for your pocket inner, because you cut it on the fold, you've instantly got halfway point.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
to use.
Great.
So you do use that, and then just mark that centre line there. And then just stitch. I'll stitch in black so that you can see it, but stitch down. You want to do this before you start assembling. This bag is all about prior and proper preparation prevents poor performance. It's one of those where you just want to make sure that you've got everything in place. If you want to elongate your stitch length, then do. Certainly when you start going through lots and lots of layers, especially with the interfacing, then you're going to want to elongate your stitch length. I'm going to ask Molly if she could possibly bring my ironing pod over, please.
Well, there's an ironing pod coming. Just to let you know, if you would like to go for the pattern, it's there. As any pick a mix of any two. You'll find it on there, 475729. The saddle satchel is what we're looking at as well, but there's huge amounts there to choose from. And have a little look. You can pick any two just for £11.99. I'm just saying that now in case you missed out that in the previous hour when it would have been talked about, but it's there for you right now that you can have a little look at. Look how colourful the set looks. I've just seen it on the monitor. Doesn't that look great?
Isn't it? It just is.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah. And that's just it. I mean, maybe when you get your fat quarters, you just want to cut them into strips and sew them together.
Because that looks fat.
And that was just a lucky dip of what I picked out next. Like you've got this spots in there, jumble in there. You've got all sorts in there.
Yeah, works.
And that's the beauty of it. And what you'll find is that different colours will suddenly pick up from different bits.
Right.
Because you haven't thought too hard about it. You don't need to think too hard about it.
Right.
Anywho.
Hey-ho.
When we cut the gusset, we... such a funny word, isn't it? We did it on a fold. So we're going to use that fold as our centrepiece. And that centrepiece there that we just sewed, we're going to match up Because this is our lining, so we're going to do our lining first. Because this is our lining, we can just pin it. You're going to want to have clips when you clip the others, but then I just pin the first little bit just to hold it. And then we are going to, and then that's holding your, if you want to do a cord like 1/8 of an inch just to base that pocket in place, then you can. But then otherwise, we are going in, because what we're going to do is stitch that all the way around in place.
Ooh,
okay, so that's one side then of our gusset in place, and off we go.
While you're stitching, just how has life been? Just while you're doing that, has things been good?
Change my foot. Good, actually.
Been busy?
Busy but good. Yeah, really good. So Kaffe is about to bring out a new book. We've got his last book that he brought out in the summer on the show today. We've got signed copies of those on the show today. And then, so I've been interviewing him for that, which is always really, really lovely, because he's just...
Oh, look, we've got it up on the screen now as well. There we are.
Yeah, so this was a really happy coincidence in that it was brought out while we were in lockdown.
Okay.
And it was one of those things that, you know, he starts by saying in it that, you know, that he would love to show everyone around his studio, but he just doesn't have time. His studio is his home as well.
Yeah.
And he's bought floors of it. He now owns all the building.
Oh, wow.
But he bought bits of it as he went along. As people moved out of the flats, he's taken it over over the years. So it's quirky as anything. It's so much fun. And even as you walk up the gate, and you get an idea of that with the book, because you get sort of a tour of his studio and therefore his home. You know, it is his home as well, him and Brandon's. So you get a feel for what it's like.
Yeah, I bet you do.
In the life. So we've got those, and they are, like I say, they are signed. So they're all signed copies there, and you can see the quilt behind me. That one there, that one's one from the book.
Oh, right. That is lovely, that.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Really beautiful.
So
about to get a little shot of it now.
So yeah, you've got various projects and things in the book.
That sounds great. If you want to go for that, the details for that are at the bottom of your screen, 755 148. Just very quickly, while I have your attention as well, just let you know the one-day special, which is basically your mystery rainbow 40 fat quarter bundle. It's a lucky dip with what you're going to get, but as I've said about this, if you get it, you are lucky. It's one of those, but we are now a third of the stock already allocated. We're 27 minutes into a one-day special, but what's important about this, if we're already a third, and 2/3 remaining for that, but when it's gone, it's gone. There's none of this coming back on extended or anything like that. It's just what we have got is all in this, and it's all in the screen, and it's there for you, and a third of that has already gone. It has a £43 saving. It takes it down from £4.99 that you would be paying for per fat quarter to £2.92. Now that is a huge, huge difference when you start talking about this design quality. 554 119, just £116.99. But what you're going to get, you're going to love. It's like all your Christmases come at once. You're going to absolutely love that. Right, sorry, Natasha, we'll give a little bit of housekeeping.
Well, no, I mean, I realised this show is going to be busy. So that's why I've chosen a project where there are sort of repeat things to do. So all I'm doing is stitching around, and then I'm going to repeat that on the other side, and then that will be our bag lining done. Okay.
And you got some other things lined up because you're back on. You're back on it.
Oh, have I? We're
8 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
So over the little ODS that we've got going for you, we have got that applique behind, just next to you under the TV screen here.
Oh yes.
This is what I call my everlasting bouquet. I don't know how much we can see of it.
That's right. Am I okay to?
Yeah, it's on a hanger.
Just up. There we go. There we go. So when I can see it, I'm going to place it there. Oh, that is beautiful, isn't it?
Well, it's one of those things. I hate throwing out flowers, so this is just using Kaffe's spot and this was the first time I've ever done free motion embroidery, and I did it in a variegated thread, so if I can, you can.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, and so you've got some of Kaffe's florals in there, you've got some of Philip Jacobs in there, but again, if you get with your 40 courses, you're going to have some of these florals in there. You know, I'm going to show you how to use them with a new product we brought to wear called Seam to Steam, oh no, Steamer Seam, sorry, which is just fabulous for a applique.
All right.
And it's one of those products that I wish I'd known about sooner.
Ah, I've just heard great. It's already busy for that.
Yeah, I bet it is.
So people know about this?
It's not readily available. Oh. I can show you what it is here.
Okay, let me just place this down. By the way, I love this. I just wanted to lift it up there because it was getting lost, that's all.
It's got Brandon Shark's tooth, and that's why I said never underestimate the spots.
Oh yeah, yes.
Because that's your spots as your outer.
Beautiful.
Brandon Shark's teeth for the vase. And then...
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's called shark's teeth.
That's great, isn't it? When you start isolating it and bringing them out, you sort of see, but collectively, that just could be all the pieces that was meant to make that project.
But, you know, everyone is going to be different. That's the really beautiful thing about it.
Love
so
that.
this is I always say seam to steam, steam a seam, but it's not. It's steam a seam too. It's steam a seam light. And the reason that I love this, it's great for applique, but the reason that I like it is you can print onto it. So you can get your printer, if you've got something that you want to print on, then you can print onto it, and then you've got that outline. So they've just printed a letter on there. But you adhere one side, then you peel it off, and it leaves it tacky.
Okay.
So normally, with every other applique glue that I've ever discovered, you would apply it, and then it's just normal. Then you've got to heat it to bond it.
Right.
But with this, it has a tack, so you can really place. So the thing with this is that you cut out all your flowers, and then you place them where you want.
Oh wow!
But with this, because it's tacky, you can put it on, step back, have a look, and if there's something you don't like, take it off.
Oh, you get a bit
put it elsewhere.
Right.
So it's got that tackiness. This is why it's absolutely perfect for something like that, because you get to position it and reposition it and position it a million times, maybe not that many, but until you're happy with exactly where it is. And it's only when you activate the steam
that it actually sets it off.
Forms that permanent adhesion.
I tell you what,
we'll demo it.
Okay,
Don't
well,
worry.
you might have to do it quick. I tell you why, we are already half the stock gone.
Okay.
Already half the stock gone, and it does sound amazing.
We've never brought it to air before either.
You what, sorry?
We've never brought it to air.
It's never been brought to air before, and you found it before. We were just talking about that casually then, and you've already found it there, and it is there. Half the stock's gone. 206280. 12.99. Oh right, okay, yes. The pick and mix, by the way, if you want to, is on the website. Have a little look. If you want to go for any two, if you are looking for something specific, of course, that you may have noticed that we've been talking about, have a little look on there. Oh, there we go. There's the shark's teeth, for example, that we use at the bottom of the vase for what you just see from Natasha. They're all there. Excuse me. Oh, I love that. Oh, what's that one? Is that Enchanted? I love the Enchanted. That's a lovely. Really, I love all the really bold stripes of colour, and the one below it as well. They're all brilliant, aren't they? Your toughest part. Oh, I love a spot. There we go. Burgundy. The sea urchins. Look at the sea urchins. They are incredible. They are works. Yeah. They are works of art. Literally, when you look at those, each one of those, it's very rare when I'll see fabrics go up there that you just want to stop and just have a moment. You could hang them in a gallery and just wander around, charge an entrance fee and have a little look. $15.99, 716394. You pick any two that you want to go for those. Absolutely amazing. Get in quick. Get in very quick on those. Yes, I love it.
I'm giggling because someone actually took some of the florals and did just frame them. Just did exactly that.
Can't you?
Yeah, you can, because they are. I mean, it's like Lisa Chandler, who we were dealing with in the earlier hour, she is a botanical artist. I call Philip a botanical artist, and he always tells me off, and he's like, no, I'm a fabric textile designer.
Okay.
Because botanically correct has to be botanically correct, you know.
Oh, okay. I see.
But for me, his florals are just so exquisite that, yeah. But no, he takes his inspiration from antique florals and just down to nature as well. So the feathers that you'll see, some of his designs in where he lives in Dorset. Part of the year, he walks down the farm track and he found some guinea fowl. feathers and stuff like that. So they then turn into fabric, and you know, he's got those in his studio down there, and so everything becomes up for grabs with this. It's just perfect.
I'm just having a little look while I'm here, just some of the other, just to get a little chance, because you know you've got 40.
Your diamond stripe.
That's really nice, well, isn't it? Really lovely.
That's a great blender. It's a great border fabric. You know, it's such a versatile one, that. And also, you know, if you were to get the blue bundles, you know, that's a lovely addition to have, you know. Yes.
Yeah, really lovely. Love them all. And the lovely thing is, it is a lucky dip. And like I say, you know, whatever you get, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And I think I talked about this before when we've had kind of like, you know, lucky dips and things, is that, and we might have even spoke about this before as well, Natasha, that whole idea of sometimes I'm not saying it happens all the time, but sometimes we are creatures of habit, where we will repeat with similar colours in projects or similar colour materials, and sometimes something happens that just breaks you out of that routine, and all of a sudden you have to think differently, or it gives you a chance to experiment. That's why something like this, when you know that every single one of those 40 you get is going to be a winner, that really gives you a great opportunity to go, I've never worked in those brighter colours before, or never worked in mainly pinks before or anything, but it gives you the chance, and you don't have a say in it, you just have to go with it, and it's great.
You know, they're all coming from Kaffe. You know that ever since he started designing, there are some in there, like the one next to the brassica, if we go back a bit, that was one of his first ever designs, and it's come back year after year. He started designing that one, down one, the spot.
The spot there?
No. Where you were. Yeah. And now next to it, that one. Back one. The spot. No. Oh no, that one. No, go back where you were. Cross one. No, cross one.
I'm hearing down and across. I'm hearing different words.
No, what you're focused in on. Yeah, that one, Marcus. That one. Go with that one.
Go with that. Thank you, Marcus.
That one. There you go.
Marcus knew. I'm here, Natasha. I've got another producer in my ear, but Marcus just ploughed on.
Yeah.
So
this was one of the very first designs that he ever did, that Kaffe ever did when he started designing for patchworking, and it's still coming out in different colourways. It's still in print because it's the best blender. It's great as a ditzy. It's got all of the colours to use through. It's just phenomenal. And because it stood the test of time. He started designing in the 80s for quilting fabrics, and this is still coming out in print. Now you amazing, tell me how. Most designers are one print run and done.
Right. Yeah, that's the testament,
timeless.
Isn't it? Yeah. They are beautiful. They're real fun about this. Something really fun about this, actually. I just need to remind you, when the stock is gone, it has gone for the one-day special. Now, if you are just sat down after your long day, great to have your company. I just want to let you know you need to play catch-up, because you do get the bundle, 40 fat quarter bundle. It is a mystery rainbow, so you don't know exactly what you're going to get. It's a lucky dip. But when it's gone, it's gone. And now, with that said, half the stock has already approaching now, half the stock already near pretty much allocated. And we're only 38 minutes into a full one-day special. So I think you can understand that it can't sustain that kind of amount that's disappearing at that rate and still go right the way through another live show tonight, and then through the night, and then also tomorrow again. So please, please, please grab it if you see anything that you like. The other thing about our quilt backings that we showed earlier on, we have had a couple have bounced back. That they've not been checked out. Actually, now the black was the first one to be going. So the black, they had some of the black that has bounced back, okay? Literally, it's just one. It's first come, first served. If you do want that one, you missed out of it, fate. Call it fate. It's back. You get a chance. You get one more bite at the cherry on that one. If you want to go for it, it is there. Black. I think the same for the pink. Yes, same for the pink as well. There was one, I think, left on that one. 617102. It's 1.5 metre on that one by 2.74 metre. £18.26 saving. It's huge. I would get you another and show the full size, but then my floor manager would be upset because she just spent 20 minutes trying to fold the one up that Natasha and myself
wrestling with it.
So she was good. So she's on it. She's on it. 617102. Grab it if you want. Whew, you said it was going to be busy. I was going to ask you, Natasha, this one here, is this one made from all of the ocean?
No, do you know what? It wasn't. It was ones that I had in my personal stash.
Oh.
So this is our folded star. This is one of our patterns. It's by Jane Alcock, lovely Jane, who works for me at Natasha Makes. And this is her design, and we've demoed it before. And it's just beautiful. And again, when you've got those, yeah, they're folded in and stitched down. And you do exactly like my kids do, and they peel everything back, and they get involved. And it's a really, really beautiful design.
That's gorgeous. Is that one of them ones on the Pick and Mix then, that design?
It's in the Pick and Mix.
Oh, right. Okay, so maybe
you
might want to go with the bag that Natasha is making. And if you like this as well, then you can also go for, is it called the Star Cushion?
It's called the Folded Star.
Folded Star.
But you'll see, oh, is it that one or is it a Christmassy version? You see, I have that on my sofa day in, day out. It's just standard on my sofa. But we did a Christmassy version originally, which was really beautiful. But yeah, and we've got demos of it. We demoed it on Hochanda, but also look at my YouTube. All of our demos are all on YouTube. Natasha Makes on our website. They're all there.
Love it.
And so if even if we don't get around to demoing that here, you know, you've got a full
There's
video
something to go
demo.
back to and have a little look. Check that out on the website. You'll be able to find them as well if you want to go for your pick and mix on any one of those designs that you can do as well. There's a bit of ironing going on at the moment, so don't worry, you're not missing much on the demo, but action is taking place, which is good. I'll come back to you in 1 second, Natasha. Just want to get you know the one-day special. Half the stock now has been allocated. Oh, I'll just put that under there as well, just there, so make it a little bit neater. Otherwise, I get told off as well by my floor manager. No, I won't get told off.
You do this good at home, Scott.
They look lovely, they look lovely. So if you'd like to go for this, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the one-day special, it is on Flexi, if you wanted to. If that helps, we'd bring that price right down for you, and your first payments of just £39. 3 payments of that to go with. Should we just pick another one at random? Pick another one at random. Let's go with... Oh, this looks interesting.
This is
half the stock has gone.
Brandon Mabley Octopus.
Aha.
So I told you that Brandon has the humour. His are always the humorous fabrics, and the really, really fun one. Brandon designs from his heart. That's what I really love about Brandon. He has no formal art school training at all, but when he met Kaffe, but he was a chef, so like he's got that artistic flair anyway. And when he met Kaffe just encouraged him to start drawing, and so that's what he's done. You know, he just started drawing, and now, you know, they design together. It's really lovely.
They are absolutely fantastic. They really are. I love, and again, the choice of colours with all of these. That's what's absolutely. So
Brandon does his own colour work. Kaffe does obviously his own, and also Philip Jacobs. But Brandon does his own colour work, and I think because you know they work in the same studio, you know they know what colours are going to work together. Yeah, absolutely. No, they are. They're gorgeous. Again, don't forget what you get is a lucky dip with all of these. That's a fascinating one as well. This one. There's just lots and lots of these little buttons. Oh, so that's button mosaic.
Ah, that's
This
pretty.
is from the latest collection that came out in February, and again, this is a lovely blender. It's a lovely ditzy. But you can highlight it with that red. So if you've gone for the reds, you know, throw it in with some reds as well, and it will really stand out. It makes a beautiful lining for things as well.
Oh, I bet, actually, yes.
Yeah, it's a really good, fun one to have.
Perfect. If you would like to join us for the one-day special, it's 554119. You've got a £43 saving on these. And again, like I say, just a reminder, and it is an important message to say because we don't want people being upset, going, oh, I thought it'd be more, come back on extended, or I was waiting. It is when it's gone. You know the message. When it's gone, it's gone. There's none more of this coming back in again. And half the stock of that, when it's gone, has already now been allocated. So just so that you're aware of that one. But like I say, it is there on your Flexi if you'd like to go for that. 554119. Now we've also got a 5x5 pick and mix, but we've only got 2 options, so you can either go for one of each or you can go for both of one. We've got the cool or we've got the hot. So you can have a little look at these ones if you'd like to go for these. They are available on Flex as well. 2 payments are just £15.75, but these are your 5x5 313881. Oh, there we go. That's your cool collection. Really beautiful, lovely colours there with your blues and your greens, and there's your hot. If you want to go for, again, you see how they really will complement each of those colours as well. Half the stock of the hot, little rhyme there, has already gone. That doesn't rhyme. And 40% of the cool has also gone. 31.49 does have a £12.50 saving on those also. Right, how are we doing?
Right, so we're now repeating the stitching on the outer. So we've done the lining. Let me show you the lining. Here it is. So that, and you can see how that gusset has just given it absolutely that shape. And if I show you in there, you've got your pocket in there.
Yeah, it's deep, isn't it?
Yeah. You can fit a lot in them. Trust me,
You put them through their paces.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those bags that when you've got it, everyone says, "Oh, where did you get that?"
Yeah, of course.
And you sort of stand a bit going, "Oh, I did it."
Oh, I just made this.
Well, something I whipped up. And so it's just really nice. So all we're going to do now is again head around, going carefully round this corner. Now, with the outer, obviously there is bulk here. If you want to use your walking foot, then do. This machine that I've got is one that it's semi-industrial, so I don't bother with a walking foot. And I've elongated my stitch length a little bit because we're going through layers. We are going through layers here. And I've started from the middle and come out so that there's no moving about anywhere. So then I will go back and then stitch from the centre then round the other way.
I see.
So it just means that stuff doesn't move anywhere at all. And that's just really, really helpful. So as you come around this corner, just keep moving that gusset around and then take another few stitches and just keep replacing this bit of the bag just on top. This is where you should have, I should have made sure that that pocket was basted in place. That's why we're meant to do that. And I will just check that I've caught that, but...
We've got just around about 10 minutes till the end. This hour's gone by. This has gone almost as quick as the fabrics at the back here gone and the one-day
so fast,
specials
isn't
going.
it? Just so fast. I am just going to come back around and just stitch that. I just missed. You know, I was saying I should have basted that in place. Yeah, that's why.
Do you need a minute?
No, all right.
No, you're right.
All right.
Over it.
You know, I like to do a warts and all demo so that everyone can see. I will probably unpick that and you know, at a later stage and just restitch it, just that I've caught it. So basically you should baste that in place to stop that from happening.
Okay.
It's just shifted slightly because it's got that bit of thing, just because that's the outer. And so then you've got this piece here, which again, right sides together, find that middle bit, and again use your template. This is the easiest way to find that center piece,
right,
is by using your template. Find that center, match the center here, so that, and again, you know, if you want to stitch from that center out, then do. It just stops things from shifting around.
Yeah.
Too much. So we'll do that, and then that is the outer done, and then we start to put it all together.
Oh, the construction, bringing it all together.
Yes. And also in the meantime as well, I've made a start on the handle. Now, so for the handle, you cut 2 width of fabric strips. So width of fabric, what I mean by that is by going selvage to selvage. So the bits that look a bit funny at the edge of your fabric is your selvage. And that is just where it's been, the fabric's been on the loom to be woven.
Right.
And so it's a slightly different consistency just where it's been pinned in place to be woven. So they're your selvages, and you want to sew across there 2 strips. And then those 2 strips you're going to sew together, so you've got one really, really, really long strip. And that's so that you can decide how long you want it to be. And all I was doing while you were having a chat was stitching, was ironing them.
I saw you were working away. You weren't slacking, I noticed.
Oh, no. First in half, and then these raw edges into the middle.
Right.
And then you fold it up so you've got no raw edges, and in a minute we're just going to whiz all the way down both sides, and then we can choose, you know, how big we want to make those.
Oh, I see.
All right.
I
so
see.
I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to stitch then out the other side.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget, if you'd like to go for the design, there's on there on a pick and mix. You can find that on the website again. There's 15 designs if you want to go for those for the patterns. Then you can do. All the details will be there on the website for you to bring up, which is absolutely brilliant. Oh, there's the pick and mix on the A-frame behind me. We've not really had a look at, so we've probably got a quick minute while Natasha's finished off that loads. If you want to go for these, I obviously haven't got time to go through every single one of these and show you, but you can sort of see, and again, all the details will be there. Will there be? Will there? Yes, they will. It will be on the website for you on the craftstore.com. But on this one, basically, you've got your half-metre pick and mix on these. 716394 is your item code, and you can go for any two that you want for this one. And this is a new collection that's been put out there, so new today. It's only $15.99, but a great way, actually, that you've seen some of the fabrics before. But actually, in this kind of way of working with it, you think, actually, yeah, that's the one I want to go for. I love that. Or worked with it before. We want to get some more in. But there's some really absolutely beautiful, beautiful ones that you're going to see and recognise now, of course, with the whole of those ideas. With the diamonds, we've got the polka dots. They've been really, really popular. The black and white in there. They're almost like that crazy paving kind of feel. We've got the shark's tooth design. You know, there's some really beautiful, beautiful designs, as you can see. But a chance, if you want to go for your half-metre, it's all there for you. 716394 is your item code. Also, another thing we haven't shown very, very quickly, might be worth it as well, that you've got your fabric rolls here that you can be looking at and working with, and these are absolutely brilliant again. Now, you've got hot or you've got your cool as an option to work with, but they're both actually on the same item code, 100673. Whichever one you're going to go for, though, you are looking at a saving on there. I think it's was it £18 saving on the... Yeah, £18 saving on there that you're looking at, which is great. And you're going to be getting 40 strips in total. With that £18 saving, that takes it down to just £45.99. It's also available on a flexi if you wanted to, and that makes your first of two payments just £23. Item code again on that is 100673 is your item code. You've got your hot or your cool. Right, we're only about 5 minutes. 5 minutes only in your company.
Oh, are you then done for the day?
When will I see you?
Well, when are you
Oh, no,
tomorrow?
I've got another show straight after this.
Oh, have you?
So, unfortunately for the viewers... Well, that's going, isn't it, eh? That goes. Woo! You can feel that at this end.
I tell you, this machine is a beast.
You
I
are?
absolutely love it. I said, this machine's a beast. But yeah, I mean, this is just it. So, it's a Juki machine. You know that you are going to get absolute quality with any Juki machine. I mean, it just feeds itself through. So this is it. At the moment, I've got 80 inches of bag handle, and then it's for me to decide how long or how short I want it to be.
Turn it down. Oh, hello. I love that. The neighbours, if you've got your TV up nice and loud as well, neighbours will think you're doing some massive drilling going through, which is great.
Some home excavations
I like
occurring.
that. I like that.
Okay, so we have now got our bag outer, our bag inner. Don't forget to leave your turning through hole. So you can see a little bit of thread there, suggests I might have done and had to unpick. It's when I'm not chatting, I get distracted. That's my problem. So then you will put right sides together. So we've got all of our pieces now. We've got all of our constituent parts. And then Lisa does tell you how to put it together. It's all in here. Okay, so let's see where we get to. So with your patterns, of course, I've done when I've printed these out.
Yep.
They will all be on separate pieces.
Okay,
so that
okay.
you won't have to worry about any of that.
Right.
So we've done our bag lining. We've done that. We've left a 6-inch gap in the base. So take your completed strap and decide how much you want it to be. So that's it really. We just need to cut this down to size. I'm going to do it the same length as this one here because I know
You got with the
this
classic
is a,
shoulder.
well, yeah, but you see, this is it because have been described before as a big old bird. I do like to have a slightly longer strap. So we'll snip that off for a start. And this is where, so you sit your lining inside the bag so that the lining pocket is right sides together with the front panel of your bag. Because I have to read her instructions on this because otherwise I get so completely confused. And we're going right sides together here. So sit your lining inside the bag, so the lining pocket is right sides together with the front panel. Align all side seams and the top raw edges and peel together. Take the flap and the straps edges, taking in the strap and the flap edges in as well. Okay, so
we're down to our last minute and 30 seconds.
Oh, right. So this is going to be stitched onto that back panel.
Okay, right.
All right.
Yep.
So that will go in there. You'll pin all of those together. You will pin in, and this will go in between your lining, and that will sit in the middle there. So you'll pin that in. You'll line up all of your seams, and then you will stitch all the way around the top.
Right, I see.
Pull it through the gap again.
Perfect. Perfect. Should we just sort of show when the finished ones to open up and have a little look there?
Yeah, have a mooch around, and then you just sew on your bag furniture that we've got. That's probably got bits and bobs in there because I've used that one. No, it's all right. It's got
privacy. But absolutely beautiful. Really love them.
So you've got your pockets inside. You've got a pocket on the back. It's all good.
Well, listen, thank you very much, Steve. All details for those are on the website. You get to have a little hour off.
I know, right?
I get to carry on for another hour since this morning. I'm on the final stretch, everybody, with you. So you've got to look after me the next hour. Have a lovely break, and we'll see you back here again from 8 o'clock. Thank you for your company. We'll see you on